So thank you all for joining us for the Academic Success Center Services Workshop. Joining us today is Beatrice Flores, Graduate Assistant at the Academic Success Center. She is going to discuss the different types of resources offered by the Academic Success Center. So I will hand it over to her now.
Awesome. Thank you for the introduction. And yes, I'll be going over some of the resources at the Academic Success Center. So all the resources we have are part of your tuition, so you can use them unlimited times. And I would highly recommend to always use any of our workshops available or resources. So some of the things I'll be covering today, I'm going to be talking about learning support services, AAC information, scholarships, campus resources, and how to stay informed. Something important at the AAC we like to remind students is that we serve every student. So you don't need to be struggling to come use our resources. Maybe you just need a refresher, and you're more than welcome to come to the ASC and have that refresher done. Everything I'll be talking about today, you can find it on our website. So let's say you want to know more about coaching, you want to find out where tutoring is, if they have any subjects you're interested in, you're more than welcome to come to our website and see additional ways to find that additional information. So I'll be starting off by talking about the academic success coaching. So all our coaches are graduate students, and they tend to focus on two lanes, two things, the academic support and mentoring. And specifically, they tend to focus on three lanes. They focus on time management, studying, testing, and strategies, and campus resource referral. But they can go outside that scope, like I mentioned. They are kind of like mentors. So if you need to talk about other things like I'm having a difficult time with a professor, how do I facilitate that conversation with them? An academic coach can help you have that conversation with a professor. So there's three ways to work with a coach. You can do a one-on-one appointment. These are around 30 to 60 minutes. And for this semester, our appointments are both virtual and in person. We also offer drop-in sessions. So let's say you don't want to make an appointment, but you want to quickly talk to a coach. You can walk over to the AC building and request a coach, and that's around 15 minutes. And if you don't have the time to go talk to a coach, we do offer success series workshops. So let's say you want to learn about time management, you can check online on our website to see if there's any workshops available that are on time management or studying taking strategies. There's always a lot of workshops that are being pushed out every month. An additional cool thing about the coaching spot is that they do have a small food pantry. It's all canned goods. It's really small, but it's something offered to the students through the academic success coaching area. Next, we have tutoring. So tutoring, you can find it on the second floor of the Lead Library. So if you go up the escalators and take a right, it's like all the way in the end. And for this semester, tutoring at the Lead Library is all in person. And then you can also find tutoring in the engineering building, TBE A-309. And as well, like the Lead Library, it's also in person, but the engineering building also has virtual options. So like say you don't want to come in person, they do have virtual options throughout the week. And on Sundays, it is all virtual. For any of our resources, you do want to present your Rebel card. If you don't have it, you won't be able to use the resources. It's just for a way to verify that you are a student. So for tutoring, we offer a lot of help in a lot of subjects. So biology, math, chemistry, foreign languages, and we tend to focus on 100 and 200 level classes. But as you're going through your college career and you start taking higher level classes, let's say bio 300, math 400, and you still need assistance, you can actually reach out to the ASC and see if any of our tutoring tutors have taken that class or maybe familiar with that class. So that's an additional benefit that we offer to students just to help them out outside of the 100, 200 level course. And if you're really good, let's say at French, and you want to become a tutor yourself, we do offer employment possibilities. So just go on our website and fill out the application, and hopefully you can become a tutor yourself. Next, we have supplemental instruction. So a supplemental instructor is a student who's taken the class. They either got an A or better, and they apply for this position. They work really close with the professor, so they know what to expect on exams, on assignments, and they have small group study sessions once or twice a week. And this small group study session is tailored to that specific lesson. And this is for historically difficult classes. So you'll find it for biology, chemistry, those classes. And this is a great opportunity just to get an additional resource of like what you learn in class. To know if you have an SI leader, you can check your syllabus, you can talk to your professor. And we also have that information on our website. And similar to tutoring, if you do really good in chemistry or biology and you want to help other students, we also offer job possibilities as well. And for this semester, all supplemental instruction is virtual. Next, we have peer mentoring. So peer mentoring, you can think of them as academic buddies, and they're just there to provide you support and connect you to campus resources. For the ASC, we tend to work with first-year exploring majors or major pathway students, but you can go to any college and see if they have any peer mentors available. So if you're a biology student, business student, you can go over there and see and ask them like, hey, I want to see if there's any peer mentors available. And they're just a really great resource. They're someone who are more experienced undergrad student, and you can go on our website and apply to become a mentee. And as you go through your college career, you become more experienced undergrad. You can actually become a mentor yourself, and you can provide that same opportunity that someone else might have provided for you. Next, we have First Gen Connect. So First Gen Connect is a way to identify as a first gen student is if your parents never attended college or if they never completed a four-year degree, you can identify as a first gen student. And at the ASC, this is a free workshop to help you connect with other peers, faculty, and staff who identify as first gen. And the reason why you might want to participate in this is just to build up your network, hear their stories, build relationships, and what obstacles they encountered as a first gen student and what resources they use to help them overcome those obstacles. I'm a first gen student myself, and being an undergrad student is like it's just a lot of information, and just having that resource available would have been really great during my time as an undergrad, but this is now available to you guys, so I would highly recommend to use it just because sometimes there's information you don't know, and just having someone who's gone through the process of education and has that knowledge would be really useful. Currently, we're anticipating First Gen Week, so that would be November 8th. Throughout the rest of the week, we're going to have a lot of activities. There's going to be scholarship opportunities and a great opportunity for you just to build up your network, connect with other peers and faculty and other students who may identify as First Gen. So if you're interested in this, I would highly recommend to come and participate. Next, we have academic advising. So the AAC has the biggest academic advising department on campus. And all our academic advisors are well trained to help you with any degree. So if you are an art student, music student, um, chemistry, they can help you with any degree. But we do tend to focus on exploring majors and first year students. Both any academic advisor on campus for any college, they can help you plan your sequence of courses and make sure you're on track to complete your degree. If you're not sure what to do with your degree, you're just like, hey, I'm close to graduation. Like, what do I do now? Like, I have this degree. You can have that conversation with your advisor of like, okay, what are some possible careers that can go with your degree? And we also have a 15 to finish initiative. So that means you'll take around 15 credits, which is around 4 to 5 classes. It just kind of depends on the credits to make sure you're on track to complete within the 4-year mark. And with any academic advisor, we do advise that you at least visit them at least once a semester, just because they can give you a lot of information as you go through your college career. And they also get really busy. So if you do plan to talk to an academic advisor, make sure you make the appointment early, just because the middle and the end of the semester they get really busy and may take longer than expected to make an appointment with them. This one is for student athletes. So if you identify as a student athlete, this information is towards you. But the ASC has a working relationship with the athletic department. So we just provide additional resource to our student athletes, just because it can be hard to not only be a student, but also be a student athlete while juggling all those responsibilities. So what we do at the ASC is that we help them with academic advising, help them with their class schedules, maybe any life skills or any tutoring that they need. That's just an additional resource that the ASC provides for student athletes. Next, we have the dual enrollment program. So this is specifically for high school students. So if you have anyone in your family that's still in high school or any friends that are in high school, this will be for you. So the dual enrollment program is for high achieving Nevada students who are kind of just ready to take that next step and so kind of start their college career. So this is ability for them to take not only a high school class, but also or during their high school time to take a college class. So they can do this in the spring, summer, or fall. They can take it online or in person. It just kind of depends on their schedule and making sure like they still accomplish their high school classes. And it's a really great opportunity. I've do kind of administrative stuff on this end, and I've seen students who are in high school and they're taking chemistry 300 classes, and I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. Like they're still in high school and they're already taking Chem 300. So it's a really great opportunity. And if you are interested or someone in your family might be interested, I would recommend to visit our website to find out more information. So at the ASC, we offer two scholarships. The first one I'll be talking about is the Hicks and Lee Success Scholars Program. So for this scholarship, you do have to have a 3.0 GPA, be a Nevada resident, and also be Pell Grant eligible. If you meet all these requirements, you can be in the program for up to 8 semesters, and the stipend for the program is around $1,000 a semester, which is really great. So that's maybe 1/3, 1/4 of your tuition. So you can, if you get into the program, you can participate in monthly meetings, you can participate in a newsletter, you can do professional workshops, you can even become a peer mentor. So this is a really great opportunity. Applications open in October, so we're, let's see, 7 days away from applications opening. So if you meet these qualifications, or maybe someone you know meets these qualifications, I would highly recommend to try and fill out the application and get into the program. And if you do fill out the application, applications close in April. Next, we have the ACs Things Award. So this one is specifically for exploring majors. So if you're a freshman or sophomore in good standing and you're an exploring major, you can apply for this award. Currently, applications are closed, but we will be opening them up in May 2022. So once they open up and you still meet those qualifications, you can apply. This one is like a lottery. You just apply and hopefully you get it. With any scholarship, grant, or award, you have to make sure your FAFSA is completed. You won't be able to qualify for any of these if FAFSA is not completed. And lucky for everyone, FAFSA also opens in October, October 1st. So I would highly recommend to always complete your FAFSA just because you never know what opportunities are out there that you may want to apply for or someone may recommend you to apply for. I'm going to talk about a couple of campus resources available. First, I'm going to be talking about the Writing Center. I think the Writing Center next to the Tutoring Center is like one of the best resources we have on campus. It's just so amazing like what they can provide for you. So currently the Writing Center is offering I think in-person and virtual appointments. And if you're just having troubles writing a paper, trying to figure out how to start the paper, making sure it's concise, making sure it flows really good, the Writing Center is the place you want to go. And they're really helpful and they're really knowledgeable and they're just very friendly in their approach of making sure your paper makes sense. So I would highly recommend it. Like I said, I think this is like probably one of the best resources we have on campus. Next, I'll be talking about the University Library, specifically the Lead Library. So if you go to the front desk, you can actually borrow a lot of equipment. So you can borrow like a laptop, projectors, microphones, memory cards, those anatomy bodies. There's just a lot of things they offer. Just kind of have to go up to the front desk and like ask around. They also have group study rooms. So if you and a group of people need a private place, a more quiet place to talk and work through any assignments, you can actually book a room for up to an hour at the Lead Library. You'll find the rooms on the first floor. You also have your own personal librarian. So if you're and for each college they have their own personal librarian. So if you're in the College of Business, Biology, Chemistry, Psychology, all the colleges have their own personal librarian. So they can just help you figure out like what sites are so like let's say you're trying to do research on a paper and you don't know what sites are credible or what articles are credible, they can help you figure that out and they're just really helpful. I'm currently doing a research capstone for my program and the librarian I'm working with is super nice. She went above and beyond to help me with my work. She went on her personal time, found 8 additional articles for my research. I didn't ask her to, but she did it on her own time. And that just kind of shows you like how much they really care about the students. So if you ever need any help or guidance, I would highly suggest reach out to your own librarian. And some resources that aren't here, but I think are important to talk about. We do have a food pantry on campus. So if you or another student are struggling, you can always go to that food pantry and they always have canned goods or dry goods and fresh items, I meant. And so that's an awesome resource that they have available for us. We also have mental health services. We have CAP, CICF, and those are free to students. We have doctors, we have dentists, we have dietitians. There's a lot of resources on campus that UNLV offers, and I always want to motivate students to take advantage of those resources, especially if you're kind of paying into it as part of your tuition. But like once you use the resource and you see how great it is, you'll always want to come back. So that's my little spiel on campus resources. So next, if you guys are able to, I do want to try a Mentee game with you guys. It's really quick, less than like 2 minutes. So if you take your phone and you take a picture of the QR code, we can start the Mentee game. This is my first time doing it virtually, so if it doesn't work, that's fine. It would be good feedback for me. Let me stop this. Close current document. And then I will share my screen for the Mentee.
Beatrice, are you able to drop the direct link in the chat as well?
Yeah, give me one moment.
Okay, thank you.
Give me one moment. It already has a response, which is weird.
It looks like when I tried to log in that it said it wasn't activated yet. We had to wait for someone to activate it.
Okay. Well, that's good information to know. So I guess we won't play the Mentee game. I'm sorry, guys. This is a good information for me for the next presentation. So I'm just going to finish off the rest of my presentation.
Mine just said you didn't vote in time.
Okay. So I'll problem solve that another time. So I'm just going to complete my end of the presentation. I freeze. Okay, so thank you for trying to participate. Sorry that we couldn't play the Mentee game. But ways to stay informed and stay connected. So we do have social media. We have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have Instagram. You can call us, you can email us. I prefer Twitter just because they're always tweeting a lot of information. They tweet about scholarships, they tweet about employment possibilities, workshops available, what's happening on campus with staff, like if anyone has any important news to share. So I think Twitter is like one of my favorite ways to follow information that's happening on campus. And we do have a feedback survey. This is a quick QR code. If you, so you haven't used a QR code, you just open your camera and like kind of like take a picture of it, and it'll take you to the website. Um, but yeah, that's kind of the end of my presentation. I hope you guys use our resources. Like I said, they're free and you can use them unlimited times. And yeah, that's the end of my presentation.
Thank you so much, Beatrice. We actually received a few questions. Can you explain what a coaching session might entail? Oh, I can't hear you. I think you might be on mute.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So it just kind of depends what you're kind of seeking for assistance. So let's say you need help with, like you have anxiety with testing. So we'll meet with coach, have a little talk with them just to get familiarized with them, and they'll bring up strategies to help you with that anxiety. And if you need additional help, they can also provide you outside resources or resources in campus, like if you need to talk to like mental health services or if you need to go to the DRC to help you with that anxiety, like to provide you like a separate place when you're taking tests. So that's kind of what you can find what would happen during a session. It just kind of depends like what kind of assistance you're looking for.
Perfect. And do I need to make an appointment for tutoring or can I just drop by the library?
You can just drop in. So we do have the schedule on the website of when they are open. It's typically Monday through Saturday, like 8 to 8. It just kind of varies. It kind of depends, especially if you're looking for a specific course. So biology, they have it specific course and when that tutor is available. And yeah, you just drop in whenever you want. And yeah,
Perfect. And does the ASC offer any templates for goal setting or time management by any chance?
Currently, not like on our website, but if that's something you're looking for, you can actually reach out one of the coaches. They actually provide workshops like for yourself or for a group of people. So if you're looking for that kind of template, you can just reach out to a coach because they focus more specifically on that kind of thing.
Perfect. And where can I find what types of supplemental instruction sessions are available?
Awesome. So for that one, same thing. You can visit our website and they'll have all the supplemental instructors available for this semester and what classes they are supplementing for. If we're already, I think, 2 months into the semester, so if you haven't seen it in your syllabus or if your professor hasn't mentioned it, you probably don't have one for your class. But you can always check the website just to see, to make sure maybe you missed out on the information or you didn't hear it correctly. So you can always go on the website to see if your class has it.
It looks like Melanie in the chat said, what is the name of this meeting? Because the survey doesn't have this one listed for, I think, for your QR code.
It should be AAC presentation overview. I know they have like coaching there, and the other one should be AAC presentation.
Perfect. And I know you briefly touched on it, but can you name some of the other topics that coaching sessions might focus on?
Other topics, like I said, it kind of just like varies of like what you want. From what I heard from coaches, like one of the things they told me is about like how to have conversations with a professor, how to have conversations with your parents if they don't understand um the difference of being a high schooler and being a college student. They just like it kind of just depends on what you want. They're just like I said, like a mentor, they're a coach. So whatever resource or help you're looking for, they can really help you and guide you with that.
Perfect. Did anybody have any additional questions? Please feel free to drop it in the chat or unmute yourself or directly chat me and I can ask before we wrap up.
All right, I got one. So it says on which academic success series did I attend? Which one is this one called? The Track Your
Can
Partner?
can you repeat that one more time?
I'm doing the survey and it's asked like which academic success workshop did you attend? What is this one called?
So this would be the ESC overview presentation.
Oh, I think I passed it though. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, guys, sweet. All right,
All
thank
right.
you.
Yeah, thank you again for participating and doing the survey. I'm sorry we couldn't play the Mentee game, but I'll fix that for my future presentations that are virtual. But like I said, I hope you guys use the resources and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Beatrice. Before we end today's session, we'd like to thank you for your time and your expertise. If everyone could just also fill out our workshop feedback survey, we dropped it in the chat as well. And thank you again for all being here, and I hope you guys have a great day.